Amber Heard reportedly sold her home in the village of Yucca Valley, which is located in the state of California, approximately 2 months after she was found guilty of defamation in a multi-million-dollar trial brought by her ex-husband Johnny Depp. It has been claimed that the home with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms traded hands off-market for a sum of $1.05 million. In 2019, Heard purchased the property for a sum that was equal to $570,000 in total. Rickard and Carol Jeanette Jorgensen, who are the proprietors of Jorgensen & Company LLC, a risk management firm situated in Las Vegas, have reportedly become the new owners of the home that spans 2,450 square feet, as reported by a recent article in the New York Post. The Independent has made numerous attempts to get in touch with representatives for the Jorgensens and Heard in order to inquire about their perspectives on the subject. The previous advertisement for Heard's residence in Yucca Valley referred to it as a once-in-a-lifetime property and highlighted its many lavish features, one of which is an engineering bridge that spans 110 feet and leads to a gazebo set into the side of a mountain. In addition, the previous advertisement for Heard's Yucca Valley residence highlighted its many opulent features, including a swimming pool with a waterfall and a spa. According to the listing on Glen Realty, further amenities of the property include a garage that is 1,200 square feet in size, a wet bar, and a kitchen that's equipped with a double griddle burner and a whole house surround sound stereo system. Heard appealed a verdict in the high-profile defamation action that Depp brought against her last month by filing an application with the court to do so. The case was brought by Depp against Heard. The actor from Pirates of the Caribbean claimed that Heard defamed him in an opinion article that was written for the Washington Post. Heard referred to herself in the article as a public figure symbolizing domestic abuse. Heard was accused of smearing the actor's reputation, after which he appeared in Pirates of the Caribbean. In November 2020, in response to Depp's lawsuit, Heard filed her own in which she asked to be granted immunity from Depp's claims and asked for the court to dismiss Depp's case. On June 1st, a jury decided in favor of Johnny Depp, finding by an overwhelming majority that the actor, played Mera in Aquaman, had defamed him on 3 different occurrences. This verdict was handed down by the jury. In addition, the jury reached the conclusion that an attorney for Depp had disseminated inaccurate information about Heard in one of her 3 statements that were raised in her countersuit. It was determined that Depp was entitled to compensatory damages in the amount of $10 million and punitive damages in the amount of $5 million with respect to the lost career opportunities. After some time had passed, the trial's presiding judge, Penny Ascarati, decided to reduce the number of punitive damages awarded to the maximum amount that was legally permissible in the state of Virginia, which is where the trial was held. The amount was decided to be $350,000. Heard was awarded the damages to the tune of $2 million in connection with one of her 3 counterclaims. As a consequence of this, she owes Depp an aggregate amount of $8.35 million. However, not long after the conclusion of the trial, Heard's attorney, Elaine Bredehoff, made an appearance on morning talk shows and claimed that her client would be unable to pay the massive quantity of money that she owed to Depp. Bredehoff's comments came shortly after the conclusion of the trial. The legal dispute that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were engaged in took one murky turn after another, and as time progressed, Heard was depicted as the antagonist more and more. In spite of the fact that Johnny Depp's reputation had already taken a significant hit prior to the court proceedings, which led to him missing out on and even being fired from major Hollywood projects, the fact that he's currently engaged in a contentious divorce battle with Amber Heard is a startling revelation. The overwhelming majority of the evidence and testimony point in a direction that makes it quite evident that she was the aggressor, the initiator, and an utterly terrible human being. Despite the fact that Johnny Depp's reputation was severely damaged before the court procedures, which caused him to be passed over for important roles and even fired from some of them, the case was ultimately dismissed. And now, according to the most recent accusations, Amber Heard is supposedly being forced to relocate, and she's allegedly being ignored by individuals in Hollywood who were formerly her friends. This is all according to the allegations that have been made. This presents an even gloomier picture than before. According to a Hollywood news report that was published in Star magazine, Amber Heard was forced to do a major reevaluation of her finances after the money she spent on legal fees, and consequently, the damages that she has to pay to her ex-husband Johnny Depp, the majority of which is still pending. As a result, she was left with no choice but to relocate to a much smaller apartment than her previous place of residence. In point of fact, there's a common opinion that it'll take her a considerable period of time before she's able to return her financial situation back to where it was before, assuming that this can ever be achieved at all. According to the report, in an act of desperation, she reached out to a group of people in Hollywood whom she considered to be her close friends, including Kristen Stewart, Margot Robbie, and Cara Delevingne, in the hopes of obtaining a temporary place to relocate to until she gets back on her feet. However, according to a report, all of these people appear to have completely ignored her. After the manner in which many people in Hollywood had treated Johnny after Amber's initial interview, which had started the ball rolling, the word is spreading that Hollywood as a collective institution wants nothing to do with the Aquaman actress and that her career may have come to a crashing end as a result of this. This would unquestionably be the cherry on top for the Pirates of the Caribbean star Johnny, who already has a lot going for him. And that's all for today's video. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section down below. I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the following video with some more of the latest updates, and until then, stay tuned.